Keep going. What's up, Walt?
Special episode today.
Special episode. We're all Exodus, all today.
Everything.
The beatings will continue until morale improves. I want to do what you guys think about the beatings will continue. I want to know what you think about the new stuff. They've released all the song titles. They've released the album cover.
Why don't you explain to them how you don't know when they're going to do that? Some of these
Okay.
Australian companies come in and
So I'm going to
Go
explain
ahead.
to you what happened and how that
This
went down.
happens more
Because
than-
it's not like, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know when it was going to drop. I did not know that when they were going to do. When you sent me the picture of the album cover, what was the first thing I said? I didn't put that out. It wasn't me. And so then he's all, no, it's out. Walter, you sent it to me first.
Right, and actually the first recording that came out
Wasn't it like a couple? I go, wait, because you kept asking me, okay, so when's the single going to drop?
And I didn't know, and nobody knows.
And to let you guys know, I'm just going to be honest with you, since you know the song titles now.
Exodus knew when it was
I thought it was going to be another song, not the beatings, actually. So I thought it was going to be another song, but I was wrong, so I was not quite sure about that. But what happened is it was scheduled to go public, at least the album cover and the announcement, August 20 at midnight. Well, we didn't specify that August 20th at Eastern Standard Time or Pacific Standard Time. So in India or Australia or New Zealand,
Australia.
it turns August 20th first. So as soon as it went there, boom, they got it. So, it doesn't matter. The internet works 24, it don't matter. So
I have my sources.
That's kind of how it went. And then all of a sudden he got it, and I was like, he sends it to me. And then an hour later, Cody, my son, not even an hour, 10 minutes later, Cody, my son, texts me and says, Dad, is this fan art or is this the album cover? And I was like, this is the album cover. I'm all, how the fuck did you see that? Oh, it's all over Metal Edge and fucking Metal Fusion and...
Let's talk about that for a minute, because I've seen the correlation between Blood In and Blood Out and the new one. The artworks, they kind of have a similar...
Well, Parr did it again. Paul Olsen did it again.
But someone on the internet even circled a couple places that had
with the little baby.
Yeah, and there was the similarities of both.
But I mean, honestly, I like this album cover better. This album cover is brutal. It's sick. That's going to make for a great T-shirt, isn't it, everyone? That's going to make for a great T-shirt. Good.
And the bundle pack, you can get the T-shirt, the album cover T-shirt with Nuclear Blast or whatever, the CD, and then there's the 2-disc version of the special edition that has a Blu-ray of you guys recording it in the making of the album, right?
Yeah, which is great. And you get a bullet that's actually a drink bottle. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
For REMF.
Okay, what is that? Okay, so...
Rear echelon, motherfuckers.
I was wondering about that.
So yeah, I actually had a conversation with Mr. Holt this morning, and I said, I'm going to talk about some of the songs. Is that okay? He says, yeah, the songs are now released. The songs are released. So that one's called it means rear echelon, motherfucker. And so basically, I'm not going to get into all of them about, but since we brought this one, that one's about people like generals and captains that don't have to go to the front line, and all the people that grunts that have to go. They're the rear echelon motherfuckers that sit back and call, basically. And Gary wrote the lyrics for that. So, definitely a tag on that. But very excited for what's happened over the last, 5 days, too, because we...
It seemed like we went live and it just happened.
I know, it did. It was like, we wanted to talk about this shit last week, and then all of a sudden it just kind of dropped, so it's kind
I know that this has happened also with Testament. The band thinks they're going to release it, and it's all going to come out in the press, and they're not telling anybody, and this and that, but a whole 24-hour before, it gets dropped somewhere else, and that's what happens. So you expect a nice release.
Well, anyway, okay, I guess the crescendo wasn't what we wanted, but the bottom line is you guys finally got a song to listen to after 7 fucking years, and I'm pleased because we've been sitting on this record for so long, and I think it's a feat in itself in today's technology day and age that fucking Persona non grata has been done since January. I mean, completed. and it never leaked. It didn't leak. Nobody got a song until the song was supposed to be released. And I mean, I was
Yeah.
like, and even the song, when the song came out, I'm like, that didn't come from me. I didn't do that. You know what I mean? I wasn't getting in trouble for being the guy. And you guys got to remember that Lee, Jack, Gary, and Tom don't have a web show that they do every week. I do, you know, and that's like, I know you guys, I see your comments and you guys are talking about and want to know about this and want to know about the album, and I get it, you know what I mean? I was under a huge gag order to not mention anything
A Gary Holt
about
gag
it.
order.
Well, I don't necessarily say gag, it's an Exodus gag order that you can't talk about it, so I was like,
You're not gonna be the one to get in trouble, right?
right, exactly. I mean, I'll get in trouble for other things, believe me. And so,
All right. Now let's talk about the song, because I also read a great review of it. They said upon hearing that song, it brought them back to the days of a long time ago with that bar intro and almost like Ruthie's or something crazy.
well, the
like
typical,
that.
this is the way I looked at it. Lyrically, it's kick in your face and rape and murder your wife. Musically, it's from that era. But, and it's the fastest Exodus song ever.
It's
It's only
raw
3
one,
minutes.
too. It's pretty
only
raw
3 minutes.
for-
One verse, 2 choruses, and lead section and out. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You've heard one song now, and I'm finally gonna get to say this. I'm gonna compare the records, and if I was to compare them, and I've told Walter this already because he's heard the album, I would compare them to a cross between Temple of the Damned and Exhibit B. I just think that you haven't heard the rest of it yet, and personally, The Beatings is not my favorite song. I love it. Get me wrong. I love every song on the album, but when you finally get to hear Prescribing Horror or Lunatic Liar Lord, those are my favorite songs. That I mean, my performances and just the musical compositions that Gary Holt made on this album. And Lee Altus wrote the song Slipping into Madness, and I wrote the lyrics for that song. That was the only thing that Gary didn't have anything in on out of all 12 songs. And Cosana del Plano is kind of an acoustic thing like we did in the old days. So I'm gonna say this, be excited for this record. Be very excited for this album because there are no fillers on it. It's a
There are no
record that's
fillers.
full of hills and valleys, and every song has its own personality, I guess is a good fucking word to use.
Having heard the album, I'll just say that I think it's the best Exodus album of the modern era. You can't compare it to Back in Fabulous Disaster or before that and Force to Have
It was a different band then.
Yeah,
I'm the first one to say it. It's a different band then. We're much
and
older.
music changed a little bit.
But I mean the brutality
The best
is
Exodus
still here. The
I've ever heard.
brutality is still right at my doorstep. You know what I mean? It's like, to me, the lyrical content on this record is very violent, very vicious. There's choruses, there's singing parts, there's,
Tone just
there's
said
death voice on it, and
all of the song titles are aggressive sounding. You can't wait to hear them. That's what Tone said.
who said that?
Tone thick.
Tone thick. Believe me, they are. I'm glad you got that from the song titles because I truly believe that. And I mean, there's really nothing that's like, it's not a nice record. It's not nice. It's not nice lyrically. It's not nice musically. It's very not nice. It's just not nice. This is not, bands get older and they do some good songs every once in a while. Going, yeah, that song's cool, but you can see their age is wearing on them. I don't think that's the case right here at all. I think that this album is very brutal. It's very in your face. The compositions, like I've been saying over and over again, Gary Holt's opus, and I know you all feel Bonded by Blood is, and it is, because it's the greatest thrash record ever recorded and written. But 36 years later, 37 years later, this has got wings and wheels, my friends, and I cannot wait to get out on the road and play it for all of you guys. And I cannot wait until November 19th when we get to go live the following week for the show and get to talk about what you guys think about all of the songs on the record. So definitely go to Nuclear Blast and get that package. Don't you think it's worth it, Walt? They give you a shitload of stuff.
There's many different packages, though. You can get the
so-
LP, and they're all in different colors.
And that's and remember why I said what the delay was in the record. The reason that we delayed the record is because we wanted all these things ready for you, and it took time because people weren't working last year. So we got it done. We know of a date. You have an album cover. You have a song, and they're going to release more as they come. I'm not quite sure which ones, and I definitely don't know when.
Right. Also, you look on your Facebook. There's a video of Gary talking about the song with you actually recording it. Have you seen it?
I did see that.
It's a minute long.
Yeah, it's just a little clip.
So there's
And
a
when you
taste
get,
of
you're
it,
gonna
you
get
can see
tons of
that.
that stuff. And I'll tell you
Is
what.
that what is on the Blu-ray? Is that part
Yes,
of the
yes.
Okay,
And,
so
and when you get that, so what we did is the old producer for Zetro's Toxic Vault, Wayne Marsala, came up to Lake Almanor where we recorded the record for 3 days and just had cameras fucking everywhere. So everybody got their thing in, so they could all get their talks in. So it's a great interview with all of the band on their take on the record. It shows a lot of recording processes for everybody. It's just the kind of stuff, man, back in the day when I was a kid, I got to buy a record and read the jacket. Look at all the shit we get to expose you guys to.
and now you're releasing a Blu-ray with your album.
Right, how
It's
cool
like-
is that?
Yeah, that
I
is.
never thought you'd do stuff like that. You'd always have to buy the video cassette later. Remember video cassette, right? So, let's get into,
Street Music wants to know, Zetro, how many of the songs did you write lyrics for?
two.
Okay.
I wrote Elitist and I wrote Slipping into Madness.
Nick Patterson, will you be doing meet and greets on this tour, and Rick Knoll be with the band throughout the tour, or just in the West Coast? Those are a couple questions, but you don't have to answer those.
I want to answer those. I'm not quite sure about
I
Rick.
imagine the meet and greet's gonna be
And the
very limited.
I know we are not doing them. To me, the protocol right now is so tight, and I don't want to steal from anybody. So to do a non-formal meet and greet would be taking money from you fans. I want you guys to be able to come, get an autograph, take a picture, hang out, put your arm around me, get a full meet and greet experience, not like
Well,
20 feet away or whatever.
the
So-
Testament one's gonna be, they can come and watch sound check.
I don't think
And
that's a
they're-
meet and greet. That's called watching sound check. That's not a meet and greet.
Okay.
The word is meet and greet.
Okay, VIP.
Hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Thank you for
I'm
buying
just-
my record. Thank you for being a fan. That's fucking me. Come here, bro. Let's take a picture. You fans, you know me. How many times have you guys been out there? You come up to me. I'm fucking cool to every one of you, and I take pictures. You're the reason we do this. We couldn't do this. There was no Exodus or Testament or Anthrax or any. I was talking to Charlie about it. Charlie was there. Charlie Benante this weekend, and him and I had a great conversation.
You were at the
and-
pool together.
Yeah, we were hanging out. I didn't have to play till 5:30, so what do you think I'm gonna do in Vegas? Come on, in the summertime, what's in my room? What's the matter with you, Walt? There's a lot
Well,
to
I'm
do.
watching you through social media.
I
That's
know,
the
so
trick
I'm hanging
nowadays.
out, and we had a great conversation, and he agreed. So, you know,
Hey, Crystal, what's up?
Crystal Kensel?
We have a Gary Holt guitar rig. He's the one who had a couple good questions, and he runs a page also. And Bassman says hello. And we got a lot of people actually wanting to know a lot of different things today.
Well, what do they wanna know? Let's answer some
Well,
questions.
let's talk about the performance and
We
how.
wanna go to Psycho Vegas now?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
Well, a lot of fun. Good to be back for the first time with all of you guys who made it there.
Almost a year and a half. Before
March,
you,
yeah, I would say
Oh,
March,
oh.
what, March 8th or 9th, I think was the last show in Brussels, I'm not quite sure, of 2020, all the way to August 22nd, 2021. It was like, so we almost broke up and got back together again, for Christ's sakes. Anyway, the crowd, all of our friends that were there, I needed that. I really needed that. You fans, I fucking needed that. And I know you guys needed it too. And it was just, it was great to like come back and know that, okay, yeah, there are some restrictions now on some things, but at least we're back. We're back, and there's ways to make it happen, and bands.
And you had a great spot.
Oh, we had a great spot, played right before Down on the main stage, had a great conversation with Philip, loved that. I got, you know, so like I said, I got to see a lot of my friends this weekend, you know, and that always refreshes everybody because, you know, that's why we do this. We're all in this fraternity together, is a good way I'd like to say, you know, and I come up through the ranks in the 35 years ago with Charlie Benante, you know, and, you know, 1990 with Phil Anselmo, you know, and we got history here. We got lots of history here, you know, and to see those kind of guys and hang out with Gene Ambo. Gene was there. Gene was on fire. Ambo, hey, Rick, check it out, Chuck. Is a very famous photographer who shot every band you could
He doesn't drink hard alcohol anymore.
He drinks Heineken, dude.
Yeah, Heineken
Smokes
now.
tubes.
No more
Talks
hard.
just like this. Hey, Zach, get over by Phil. I want to take pictures with you guys. It's exactly how he talks.
Hey, and
I
also,
do a good impression of Gene.
he's a photographer that doesn't like to be photographed.
Oh, yeah, he never
I think
does.
that's funny.
Okay, so give you an example. He did Fabulous Disaster album cover. He's done many famous shots of every band you could ever think of in your mind, from Metallica to Guns N' Roses to people that aren't even metal. Gene's an amazing photographer. Still makes a living off it. That goes to show you how good he is. So it was just fun to be there with everybody. And then the performance, you know, not having Tom out there, but still having Johnny out there. And Johnny fucking nailed it. Johnny's a pure professional, all the way true and true. His drums are his craft. That's why he is what he is. That's why he's respected like he is. That's why he plays in such a heavy hitter like the Cult and Rob Zombie and White Zombie, and he played Testament and Helmet. His resume is huge because he's that fucking good. And
they're keeping him. Right?
Well, we'll be there. He'll be there.
They know.
They know. He'll be on full. So if you guys come and see us at Full Terror Assault in Illinois on September 11th, John will be there with us. And I might as well let it go. I don't care. Rick will be there too. So we're bringing him. So
That's
yeah,
kind of like an added.
we kind of. Well, I think it is because it's really the old school Exodus
Yeah.
when you get up there. You know what I mean?
And the responses on
So-
social media is unbelievable.
Yeah,
the
it's
love
right.
for Rick.
Yeah, Ricky's sick. And he had
And-
such a good time. And you fans made his fucking day. You don't even know. He was like a fucking kid on 10. No, he was on 20. And he was having a great fucking time. And so
He's a fan favorite because also he goes on Facebook, goes to the Exodus page.
He
and
does.
I see him responding to everything he can.
yeah,
and
he's a good guy. And he truly loves this band. He's definitely a piece and always will be, like Johnny, like Rob Dukes, like Rob McKillop, like anybody who played, like I said, on stage in Vegas on Saturday night. We revel in whose ever era. There's many metal bands and bands out there, when they change a singer, they don't necessarily, you know, go back and play those songs again. And we're not like that. We play Rob's songs, we play Zet. When I'm not in the band, they play my songs. They played, you know, we always play Bailoff songs, obviously, you know, and Rick's era in Exodus is priceless, and it's legendary. So that's why, to me, I know you fans appreciate it, and then we love having him. We really do.
Exodus is like a family, and then you hear about these band changes. But in other bands, they might not be talking to each other. In this band, there's only love after Exodus, and that's why there's.
I mean, Rob texted me the other day, Dukes, and said, I love the new song, bro. I go, good, get ready, because when we come to fucking Arizona, you're coming up to sing with us live. And he gave me a big horns. That's how we do shit around here. You know, that's how we do it. And that's how we keep it strong. And Exodus will never go away because of that. You know, even though we might be one of those bands that have maybe been through more lineup changes over the years, but the lineup is fucking solid. There will be no more changes here, and we will always add little elements of our past here and there. Fuck, who knows? Maybe we'll throw a fucking guitar on Kirk one time, and Kirky can come out and play with us, and come out and play Impaler or something like that. Dying by his hand, something like that. So, had a great time in Vegas. The set was fun. Played some old songs we hadn't played. Fabulous.
Why don't you
So
tell us the set list, because it was
Well,
amazing set list.
we opened up with Bonded, and we went right into Exodus, and then we went right into, and then there were none. So basically, you got the first three off of Bonded by Blood. Bang, bang, bang. Then we went, and then we went Fabulous Disaster, And then, no, we weren't there yet. We, was it Metal Command after that? It might have been Metal Command after that, and then, we went to, then we brought Rick out, and, no, we did Blacklist, then we brought Rick out, and we did Till Death, Chemical, and then we did Piranha, and then we did Toxic Walls. So we had a really good, strong set in there. It was about an hour and 5 hour and 10 minutes long, 12 songs, and I'm sure it's going to be this. I think we're going to add a couple of more for Full Terror Assault that we were working on, and you know we only had one rehearsal for it because everybody was so far apart, but it worked out really good. And I saw the comments on it, and the comments were all fucking great. There was no.
I saw one comment that stuck out. They said that having noticed that you lost a lot of weight, they said you looked a lot younger, and they thought your vocals went back, like it was stronger. Right?
I honestly, just to be honest with you, even when I'm fat, I think I sing pretty good. So I don't know. I felt good. It was 65 less pounds that I had on stage with Exodus this time than the last time.
You got a new vest?
Yeah, well, no, I have my old battle vest on, but before I could even hardly close it, now it goes all the way across. So, I don't know, what am I gonna do? Walt, take all the fucking patches off and put it on a new one? So, I may not, I'll be wearing that one. I got another vest I think I'm gonna wear when I come out for the Bass Strikes Back thing. I don't know, I haven't thought about what I wear, because I really don't. I wear Doc Martens, I wear jeans, I wear some type of black shirt and a vest and, you know, wristbands to it. Now I sweat like a motherfucker. It never used to get in my eye, and now it does. So I'm constantly doing this. So that's about gonna be as far as stage like. Let's take some comments and some questions, and then see where we go from there. But it was fun to be back, and what a place Vegas is, for Christ's sake. I got to hang out with my good friend Angel Rivera. We went out and I walked, because I do this thing every day where I go 4.5 miles in the morning, and then I do 2.5. I do 7 miles every day. And I walked before 11, I looked at my clock, it was 11:45. I had done 19,983 steps already. It was almost 10 miles, because I have a calculator in my phone that transfers my steps into miles. So I know how many I'm doing every day. So I've done that. So I was exercising, even just walking around, looking at everything.
All right, we of course have album questions, so we'll just
That's
go.
fine.
A song, Bo, when do pre-orders ship? I mean, usually they ship the day before the album.
Yes, that's usually what
but
they
they
do,
take time getting there and fluctuate.
I don't even know what, when my songs are being released, let alone that.
Justin Shannon says, loves the single, was amazing, Exodus still holds up. And then right after seeing that new song and the new artwork, and then you get to play, it's almost like it's been an Exodus week, right?
It's been
I mean, and in your set list and how you guys came out and killed it, it brought.
You know what's funny is I felt like it was Christmas this weekend. Like I've been waiting over these presents for so long, and then it came, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking, wow, all this shit going on here. So it was a lot of fun, and it really felt good to go out there. And it was one of those things where we were exposed to the fans everywhere, so they could be around you. Like if you're on the boat, like 70,000 tons or
yeah,
whatever.
I love that.
People are like, walking by you and
Mega
stuff.
cruise thing.
So you're walking in the fucking casino or in the hotel, and they're like, was that, you know what I mean? So you're right there with them, and it was great to see everybody there this weekend. We had a lot of fun. It was just fun. But we're back, new music, new things. So now what we're gonna do is we're definitely getting geared up for the Bass Strikes Back tour, and making sure our drummer's, he's recovering right now. And again, all the thanks and all the shout out to all the people that have sent Tom hunting. If you even donated $5, God fucking loves you, man. He loves you, man. We did that is awesome. And what, 110,000, Walter? Higher than that now?
Yeah.
It's up there. And then all the greetings and all the overpowering of love. Metalheads, you're the best in the fucking world, and we will love you.
We're all in this together, right?
Who's gonna support us if you guys don't, and who's gonna make this heavy shit for you guys if we don't, right? So we need each other. You fucking know that. So,
Adam Harris, What do you eat at 2 a.m. when you're hella baked?
I don't eat at 2 a.m.
Because you are asleep.
If you just noticed, at 6, I lost 65 pounds. Adam, you can't eat at 2 in the morning unless you're, how old are you? Are you 19 or 20? Yes, you can then.
Okay, let's
Not a
rephrase
good
this.
system.
When you go on tour, because obviously a lot of times you are on the bus at 2 a.m. and I know that eating, I see the band and crew eating a lot of after the show.
If I have to eat after the show, I'll eat. I know now what to eat. I'll see what to eat. Oatmeal is good. I eat the sugar-free oatmeal. I eat and with a little peanut butter in it. That's good. Just pieces of turkey or pieces of roast beef or mozzarella cheese, because mozzarella cheese is the least fatty cheese, has the less calories, has the most protein. So I'm looking at protein things at that time. Do they bring us pizza and burgers and chicken wings at 2 a.m.? Yes, they do. And back in the day, I could eat me a rack of ribs, boy. So no, I've learned. I drink nothing but water now. I use those little flavor squirters. I bring them with me in the fucking restaurants. The other day I went to a restaurant and the lady goes, "What do you have to drink?" And I go, "Oh, just water." And she brings water and she comes back by to take my order and my fucking water's blue, right? So I swear I just brought you water. I showed her my little thing and she goes, "What is that?" And I go, "Oh, you just squirt them in the water and there's no calories and it makes the water taste." She goes, I go, "Nobody's ever done this, brought this in and done so." I've never seen that before. I'm like, Start, watch, now restaurants will, you know, like got ketchup and shit, that fucking Mio's sitting there, the company's Mio, but I don't use Mio. I
Rick
use
Evans.
Walmart brand.
Will Rick Knoll be playing more shows?
I know he'll be playing Full Terror Assault.
That's good.
I know he will be on Full Terror Assault.
Little Mitch says, "Hey Zetro, is that Psycho? I'm glad I got to see you and you saw me. I'm the neighbor that works at Lucky's."
Oh, what's up? Yeah, that's my boy.
Okay.
That's my boy, Jason. He's my man. Yeah, I saw you. I kept pointing at you, but they fucked up. They broke my the wireless they were supposed to use, so they made me use a cord. And if any of you guys noticed that, I had a cord that night. That was not by choice. Believe me. I
That's
like a
being
wireless.
restricted.
So I can't get over to the wings on the side to see you guys and hang out with you guys, you know, and say hello if I'm holding. So what I did was one time I put it down on the drum riser and then I heard boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, fuck, because I don't use a mic stand either. So it just kind of discombobulated me. I like to walk out there. I don't like no leash. I have a nice top of the line Shure SM58 and that's what I use.
Shriek music. Are there any slower songs on the record? You know, or tracks like.
I haven't answered that.
Brain
I'm
Dead.
going to answer that question.
All right.
Prescribing horror is possibly.
Damn, that Exodus logo looks sweet.
Let me answer the question, Walt. Prescribing horror is probably the slowest Exodus song ever written, but quite possibly the heaviest Exodus song ever written. So there you go. Kind of let me answer the question, Walt.
Gotcha. You said you couldn't say it though.
No, I told you I'm talking. I got clearance.
All right. Great, Peter. So, Zetro, give us a bicep pose.
This is what you
I was
want.
gonna say
I don't have that big a bicep. I work out. I'm not trying to get buff. I'm just trying to not even be cut. I'm just trying to, you know, just be slimmer. You know, slimmer. Nobody likes big league singer up there going, "Hey, what's up? Let me grab the mic here." Hey. And everything's all bulging out. That looks stupid. You know, so I'm not going to be that guy. You know, I appreciate it because the work that you have to do as far as diet and workout is unbelievable. And let me tell you guys something. I'm 57 years old, not 27, not 37, not even fucking 47. I'm staring 60 in the face 3 years from now, and I'm out there every day. And if you saw my performance the other night, I'm back. I'm back, baby. Watch out.
Justin Shannon. I've seen lots of bands that are coming out with graphic novels, and is a Slant Teen graphic novel be possible?
Good idea. I don't know. What was that you texted me last week about that comic book thing? Or
Yeah, there was
something?
a couple of comic book
and then you can buy the little monster guy.
I was hoping you would tell me, but I gotta.
I don't know, can somebody get me that monster guy so I can put it on my set, cause I don't have I don't know how to get it, even though it's, remember from Temple of the Damned, did anybody see that, Tim? And say, yeah, I want that guy, so I'll put it on my set, so if anybody can buy it, send, what's our P.O. box again, Walt?
352, box 352, Sonoma, California, 95476. We'll put a graphic up
As
on
soon
that.
as we do a taped interview, because my producer's here today and he knows that we need to bring an interview in. Right, Tim?
Oh, yeah.
So we will be getting some interviews soon. I'm trying to get Rob from Death Angel in here, and I've got a rope around him. I just haven't got him to the ground and tied him up yet. So, but I got him coming in. So I'm going to get Rob from Death Angel in here, and we are going to go through the history. So it's going to be a very, very good one. I'm very excited about that. And I was up Rick and Gary's ass this weekend saying, hey, I want you two on the vault, and they both agreed to do it, but getting them in here is like herding fucking cats. So I don't know, again, and I even sat in the dressing room and I go, all right, I'm sitting in there and going, okay, I got both of you here. When are you gonna do the vault? And they're like, well, where are you doing that, Zach? And I go, we're centrally located now. You can make it. And so, and they're saying they're gonna do it, but we'll see. We're gonna be busy here. It's starting to get busy for Exodus now. I have to do press like the rest of the week this week for stuff, and that's gonna start flying. So I definitely wanna be here for you guys every Wednesday, or at least have another episode for you every Wednesday.
We try.
I'll bring some weekends we miss because I'm doing some, Walt's doing some, Tim's, we try not to.
That's not true.
But,
I'm always available.
You're not available on Tuesdays. And some days we have to film on Tuesdays and you give me crap. So anyway, if we can't get you an interview, we'll definitely come in here. We've got a lot to talk about these days. So.
I love it how people that are at the show can comment and like, open tap one. Rick did almost knock over Johnny's drum set.
Okay, and Rick and I had a fucking talk about this morning. And I called Rick up and I said, we no longer run around erratically on stage. So, if you're not sure you can make the leap to light speed, don't do it. Because there was almost a fucking disaster. Luckily, Johnny's toms are on a stand. If they were on his kick drums,
like in the old days.
Forget about it. So, yeah, he says, yeah. He's all, I missed that step about 5 years ago. I go, yeah. That's why, even, I was looking at that. The only one who went up there that had no problem was Lee. And I was like, 65 pounds lighter. And I'm looking over at it going, yeah, not ready to try that yet. I'm gonna need a little springboard to get up there. Maybe when we go on tour, they can put this little black thing you won't even see. I'll step on it. It'll give me up. But yeah, I wasn't ready to do that. Wasn't ready at all.
Eric Berry says, get John Tempesta and Charlie Benante on the vault.
Okay, had a great talk with Charlie, and I talked to him about, because he's a big horror guy like me, and he's really into me and him, and another guy I met, Jeremy. What was the name of his band? Hope something. I hadn't heard of them before. Broken Hope. They played that weekend, and they're good guy. I really liked him, and we went and hung out. That's when we were at the pool in the picture, and I guess his horror collection's huge. I'm totally enamored of that. So Charlie and I were talking, and I'm trying to get him on Creature Features to do an episode. So if I get him on Creature Features, I'm gonna sneak him back through. And Johnny definitely wants to come up and do the show. Tempest, I talked to him about that, and he said he's just, because he lives in Los Angeles. He actually lives on the street right from the Hollywood sign. You have to drive up.
His favorite hotel is right down the road.
I know.
It's his favorite.
And so
I
just want to, I told him he's going to come up and he's going to do the show, and we're going to do the John Tempesta history as well. So that's all stuff that's all coming. A lot of people have agreed to come on and do it, so it's
Move It Over or Lose It says Lunatic Parade is his favorite song, and
Only Death Decides is in the set with Tempesta, so we did play out.
I want you to play it live. A couple people say that, Lunatic Parade.
I'm pushing for verbal raisins.
And what about whatever happened to Brain Dead? That used to be
We played it. Oh, I forgot. We played Brain Dead the other night. I missed that. Sorry, Walt. We played Brain Dead the other night.
Love that.
We played Brain Dead.
There was a period in the old.
That was a grinder.
You always ended with it.
Yeah, we end with strike, well, when
Yeah.
Tom's with us,
Well, now
we
I,
end with strike and wall of death, cause we want violence and carnage to the end, so you guys know how to do it.
Crystal
Yeah, that's
says
that.
you do sound better.
Thanks, Crystal, thanks. Did my hair, did I look better? Cause I look at my hair, since last time you guys saw me, my hair grew 3 inches.
Who did the sound for you guys?
Wedge, and Wedge kicks ass. Wedge, thank you, fucking amazing job. He works for Ministry, he worked for Fear Factory for years. He's done many, many bands, he's done monitors for major bands. Fucking Wedge.
Is he gonna be your sound man on this?
I think Full Terror, so, I don't know, nobody's hired for,
Right.
Bass Strikes Back yet. Nobody's hired for that, as far as I know. I'm the singer, I'm the last guy who they tell, hey, Zach, this is gonna be the guitar tech. I don't know the shit, I don't know, with all due respect, I don't care. It doesn't affect me, it doesn't affect me. Sound man does, but everybody we hire is good. Doesn't matter if we have fucking Brian Kiss working for us, Kiss kicks ass. Love having Kiss work for us. Or we have fucking Tilo's great too. You know what I mean? And Vander, South American guy, he does monitors for fucking Testament. He's a sound man. Vander's fucking badass. So we have good sound people. We don't use shit can't pick on it.
Also, I noticed that there were some new T-shirts that have come out that they're putting on the web. And next to the bunk, like you said, you saw that bullet-shaped thing. I saw that.
Oh yeah, there are some new T-shirts. That
And
come
there are
out.
songs.
T-shirts. Yeah.
So look for those online too. I'm sure they're available. And let's see where we are.
Yeah, so again, this has been, be looking for stuff, stuff's coming. There's, I believe there's maybe 1 or 2 more songs before, with maybe lyrical videos, I think they're saying, before the album is released. I'm not quite sure I'm not sure what song, to be honest with you. I did not think Beatings was gonna be the one that they dropped. I thought it was another song. So that's probably gonna be the next one. I don't know, and I don't wanna say it is, so then they won't know, but,
Darren Travis, Status.
I love
He's
Darren
coming,
Travis.
yeah.
I
Hey,
love
Darren.
Darren. How you doing?
This is a good
How many,
segue.
you know how many comments I get for you, Darren, for you to come back on the show? You know how many
And
people wanna
Stevie
talk?
D.
Well, Steve will now, wait till I see him next. I'm gonna
There
yell
you
at you,
go.
Stevie D. I'm gonna call you a rock star the next time I see you, cause you've been ducking and dodging me, purposely, too. But Darren, people want to say this on Zetro's Talks About, my friend.
He says that that Death Wish coffee is working for you guys. We're on a roll today, huh? We have something to talk about.
Oh yeah, we gotta finish up with that. because
Right,
we
that's the segue.
Good, I love it. Wow, Walt, that's why he's the coach. I got Ed McMahon right here, because we just wanted to talk, come in, so let's segue into that. We have a package to give away, and we have 2 winners. Who were our winners from our last one?
Let me tell
And
you.
also, let me go through all the sponsors. If you need a shout out by me for a birthday or anything, go to cameo.com. I'm not that expensive, come on, 25 bucks for something, and I give you a long one. I don't give them those 10-second ones. I ask people that have done, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, I get into yours. And then also, if you want one of these, Zetro's Toxic Vault, go here. Go to seasonofmist.com and Europe and America. They have a whole bunch of new prints of this. Support the show, show your love.
Any way you want it.
And of course, my new hot sauce, Zetro's Toxic Shock, is coming out via Hella Hot Sauce. So if you need some hot sauce, go to HellaHotHotSauce.com.
Let's comment on the winner of that.
But let's
Last
comment,
week
okay.
was Scott Prather.
And what did he get right?
He got right,
Was it-
nobody could get right.
I know.
It was your brother was the first.
My brother was the first bass player for Legacy.
John Sousa.
All of you guys missed that.
But there were a lot of
Nobody
great
got
pictures.
that.
Really wouldn't know that.
Nobody got that.
Congratulations
But
to
Scott.
Scott
Good
Fraser.
job, Scott.
So he's getting his cent, and
Okay.
then the important one, which I thought was the nice gift, it was the thermos and the Death Wish coffee tied together, and that's Scott Schlick.
Scott Schlick. Well, congratulations, Scott. And what was the question? Well, I can't remember the question for that. Well, what did he answer?
It was he named all the bands that
You
Johnny,
missed one though. You
Yeah.
missed
Name-
one though.
shit.
You missed one though.
I sent the.
But you missed one. And then John. Now, when I talked to John, because
He
I
missed-
called him, You missed, what
He
did
missed the base play. He said Derek Ramirez, so that was another one. Okay.
But you're gonna give him that for
Well, no, but he answered question 2. He did it right. He sent in his answers for.
But I saw question 2, and he missed it. He
Well,
didn't get it right.
This is Exodus, Helmet, White Zombie.
Nope, but it's not on there. Guess
what?
what? Guess, it's the
The-
band that he was in first is
Okay,
not
he
on
was
there.
the closest though. He had the most.
I'm gonna give it to you because I gotta get rid of this shit.
Okay, who
But there was Jackal, it was called Jackal, and he played with Tony Harnell from TNT.
All right, so now we
there's
have
your
another
fucking metal
giveaway
instrument.
today.
So now we have another giveaway.
All right, let me get
And
it.
go get, Walt's gonna run off into the vault and come back. And it's really cool because we wanna thank Jeff Ayers and all of Death Wish Coffee for always sponsoring the show. Death Wish Coffee, I mean, this shit will get you, yeah, we had enough today. So today, you will win this, this thing's probably about 20 bucks. It's badass, a canister. Their coffee's not cheap, and a bandana to cover your face. It's not one of those wrap things, it's just a regular Death Wish Coffee bandana.
The world's strongest coffee, medium roast, and a nice hard thermal thin style so you can put it in your cup holder when you're driving. Love it. Anyway, so what's going to be the question?
I think we should come up with,
Oh,
come on, Walt, you were
you
supposed to have
won't-
the question.
No, you know we planned on this, right?
Yeah, I know, I planned on it. I
This
said,
is
Walt,
like
come up.
everything.
And I first said, Walt, come up with a question.
You
So,
think of it.
Okay, but everybody knows everything now, you know, because it's the internet. All they have to do is go look on the internet, you know?
That is true.
Well,
It's terrible. It's not even
It's
fair
true.
anymore. It's just not even fair anymore. That's why I try to come up with something like, you know, something cool like that. So, come up with it, Walt. For Christ's
well,
sake.
we're thinking about it.
Okay,
Tim, the
okay, I got it,
producer's
I
gonna
got
think
it,
of
I
your
got it,
word
I
line.
got
There
it,
it
I
is.
got it, I got it,
Me.
I got it. Yeah, because you're the producer. I'm gonna pile on with him now.
I had an idea.
And so I got it. Who were the bands that Legacy played with on their very first show at the Stone in San Francisco? With Legacy's first show, who were the 2 bands that they played with that night? It was at the Stone in San Francisco. It was the first time Legacy ever played there. That is the question. This is what you.
That was the night I met you, but I forget those.
That's right, you did.
I
So you
mean-
don't have to dig deep, people.
I met you at the
You're gonna have
Stone Bar.
to dig deep. So that one's a good one, and you need to name both those bands. In fact, if I wanted to be a dick, I would say who would be the headliner, who was the sport, and who did we open for, and that's what but I'm not gonna do that. I just want the bands that played on that show that night. And where are they gonna send it to, Walt?
We're gonna send it to the Toxic Vault,
No.
P.O.
I
Box.
thought it's a toxic
The
wall.
Toxic Walt.
Okay, you could do that, either one.
No, your, you,
Uh,
they,
You gotta
it's the-
email
it's
it to
the-
you.
It's,
You
oh,
gotta
the
email
email
it.
is, the
I,
toxic,
get
the
an
toxic,
email, Wally,
we said,
you
where
sure?
are we gonna send it, right? The
Well, that's where they
toxic-
gotta send the
That's
email.
right, email. The Toxic.
And I smoke
Vault
weed. I'm the one smoking weed,
at
guys.
Gmail, I am too, today, but yes.
Oh, were you?
Yes,
Okay.
and so, our physical address though is,
Do it again. If you wanna send us stuff, and we love when you send us stuff, because look at all the stuff you got, and I get toys, and I like my toy, it's just
yeah, we'll
fucking
display a
fun. Look
cool
at
toy.
this, I mean, I got a Creature from the Black Lagoon from Lee Diaz right behind Walt, and then recently I got this cool little Frankenstein where he's holding the flower, Rebby's, oh, I love the pretty little flower, and then he kills the little girl because she can't swim, so he drowns her, and he's right above Frankie right there, so this is all stuff sent, so give that number again, slowly.
Alright, the email
Yeah.
is thetoxicvault@gmail.com.
And
For
what's
the
our,
questions,
and our P.O. box is,
the Toxic Vault, or Zetro's Toxic Vault, whatever you wanna send on that, it's P.O. Box 352, Sonoma, California, 95476. And that's how you do that.
there you go. So yeah, if you sent me your toys or any kind of cool edibles, cookies, you know, we like steak, lobster, you can just dry ice pack that shit. And we'll take it and send it to us. And again, you know, all this stuff is from you fans, everything. I just tack it on the wall. The more shit I get, I find somewhere to go. So I want to thank all you guys for coming in. Everybody went to Psycho Vegas this weekend. I had such a great time with you guys. New song drops, go love it, go dig the album cover. We talked a little bit about the songs today. Had a lot of fun with you guys. Great answering your comments and your questions. And for myself and shit, Walt, I guess that's it, bro.
We're done today.
We'll see you guys in the vault real soon. We'll get some interviews for you. If not, we'll see you live. See you guys. You gotta hit the button. See the X at the top? Tim's doing that.
Yeah.